All right, we are live everywhere, people. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been live in multiple locations. Sometimes I get lazy, That's the only excuse I have. Donna, it's Donna from Arizona. Yep, in the winter hat today. Can you guess what my favorite color is? Oh. All right, so we're going to get started in just a couple minutes. Go to webinar world. Let me know if you can see my screen and me. Just give me a 1-2 punch. If we could see both of them. All right, we're getting 1-2 punches all over the place. Sweet. Yeah, okay. And also broadcasting live from Facebook here and YouTube. So it's kind of hard for me to manage all the comments. So, but GoToWebinar is where most people are actually. I like that. Perfect, because we've got a great video that we're doing today about the 5 types of checklists to monetize. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. All right, doing that. Hello, this is Debbie Drum, and welcome to the 5 types of checklists to monetize. This is such an exciting topic because, as you know, we talk about passive income with content here and on the Facebook group. We also talk about low content, right? Not a lot of writing, not a lot of time, not a lot of commitment, not a lot of outsourcing that you have to do to go ahead and start selling something. And checklists are actually a low content product because they're pretty easy to make. However, that doesn't mean that they're not valuable. Okay, so they're very, very valuable. And people buy them, people pay for them. They buy them and they pay for them, that's saying a lot, right? All right, now I'm managing 2 screens here, so it gets a little tricky. If you are watching on YouTube, please go ahead, subscribe, like, and comment. We talk about passive income for your business to grow, and these are little things that you can implement right away to start growing your business, adding value, and making money. And of course, if you're on Instagram, double tap and like, comment, and do the same. All right, so let's get into why checklists. I told you a little bit about them, but people love checklists. I love checklists because it just keeps you organized. It doesn't, allow things to get in the way and that you forget to do something because you got a checklist, right? You as a marketer can sell them, you can give them away, you can bundle them up, you can add value with them. So let's say you have a book, you can add a companion checklist, or one checklist, or many checklists, or a whole book of checklists that you can pile on and just increase the value of whatever it is you're selling. I'm sure there are so many other reasons that checklists are awesome, but here are the basic stuff, all right? So now let's get into the 5 different types of checklists that you can create. So it'll give you some ideas of another checklist that you can create in your business. Or maybe you're going through some blockages. You're like, I'm not sure what kind of checklist I should make. Here are some things that will help you, okay? So there are 5 of them. Number 1 is the procedural checklist, okay? And the procedural checklist is the most popular and most used type of checklist, okay? This is a step-by-step tutorial arranged in chronological order. So it's just a step by step, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Simple. So if you know any step-by-step process, like a step-by-step process to install WordPress, a step-by-step process on how to build a backyard chicken coop, a step-by-step process on how to eat a plant-based diet. That's a fad right now, or people are doing it. So just an example of how you can lay out something for people, have them follow it, and then keep it forever, because these are things that they're going to probably be doing over and over again. I don't know about you, but I have procedures that I do over and over again, but I still go through a checklist because I don't want to forget to do anything. And some of the procedures that I have are literally like 20, 25, 30, maybe even 50 more steps. You can't manage all that in your head all the time, right? So this is why this checklist is great. The second one is the connective checklist. And this is a list of connected ways, options, shortcuts, or similar items, okay? So here are some examples. Places to find antiques to purchase. What to look for when purchasing an antique, okay? Places to sell antiques, so kind of like a list. It says that these items don't necessarily have steps involved, although they could. All right, so says you can help people find jobs. You can be creative with the connective checklist. All right, so this is more like maybe a list, maybe just like a quick guide type of thing. That's what I'm envisioning when I see the connective checklist, and based on these examples. The next one is called discovery, and this type of checklist works users through a series of questions, tasks, and prompts so that the user can arrive at a useful conclusion. So if you're helping anyone out of some kind of trouble that they're in, or you're working with someone on getting them better with something, whatever it is that's happening in their life, you can take someone through a process and actually help that person along and come to their own conclusions, which is really amazing. And it's one of the reasons why I love really smart workbooks and these types of low content books, because you can really help people get from A to B. I've been through this, and I wouldn't necessarily say, a lot of times this is not a checklist. This could be like a whole questionnaire type of thing. It's more of a worksheet, but I guess you can, once you have your worksheet, make a checklist, like, did you answer this? Did you answer this? Did you answer this? So all these types of checklists can work together, which is really, really cool. Okay, next is the interrogatory checklist. Okay, this style of checklist assumes that the person has already taken specific actions and then ask questions about these actions. Okay, so did you do this? Did you wake up and do your breathing meditation this morning? Did you wake up and do the exercise book as you promised to do in a previous module? Whatever it is, right? So did you forget to do something? And this really helps because it especially if you're an expert at something, it really defines you as an expert, because you know where people can make a mistake maybe, or forget to do one thing in the process, or maybe it's a hard thing in the process. You could kind of get in there and really see if the person is going and following through these steps, right? That they can't leave out. So I like this down here, the difference between the interrogatory and procedural, that's a mouthful right there, is the procedural checklist would check that the user had chosen a title for their blog. Okay, so did you choose a title for your blog? The interrogatory checklist also asks users to be sure if they've chosen a good title. So maybe taking them through and saying, did you do this, 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 and this to get yourself to have a good title? And then the procedural is, did you actually do your title? I love that. And the last one is diagnostic. The idea behind this checklist is to diagnose and fix problems, errors, and mistakes when things aren't working properly, okay? So it lists things out, the 37 steps to take to improve your sales letter. So, you know, it helps you fix things, right? The diagnostic. I'm like, oh, I already did all this and I followed everything in the checklist, but here are the different problems that you could be having, and now I still am helping you find the solution. Pretty cool, right? This is really, really cool stuff. And this is just a sample taken out of Checklist Profits, which is an awesome product by Amy Harrop. And as I was reading through this document and as I was looking at the templates, amazing templates. You don't want to create them on your own, do you? You just want to plug and play your content. And that's why I also love this deal. So you're going to learn how to quickly create high value sellable checklists about a topic you love talking about. Get dozens of examples of every critical part so you can understand how to start from scratch and which with ready to sell checklist that accomplishes your two primary goals, serves as a source of income for you, and making a difference in the lives of the people. Win-win. I love that. I really, really love that. And I really think it's true. That's at debdrum.com/checklist profits. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat box right now. And then I'm going to go over debdrum.com/checklist profits. Boom. And then we will go ahead into here, do that. Let's do, where's my, oh, here we go, banner. Let's edit that. So I'm just putting the link in here too. Checklist, profits, save, show. Here we go. That was fun. Okay, I'm gonna exit out of this. Escape. And then I'm gonna show the main screen. There we go. Here we go. All right. So one of the things, like you'll see on this page here, you know, all the information you're going to get with the checklist. It pretty much goes from A to Z of everything you need to know. But really, like what excites me are the bonuses. So 101 ideas for checklists. And then we have the done for you, fill in the blank checklist, sales letter template. There's so many templates in here. Checklist, sales letter, checklist templates. So you don't have to create this from scratch. Okay, so you don't want to be starting on a blank document and then having to create the template and then having to put in your information. You could already plug and play and pretty much have either a book or printables done by today if you really wanted to do this. So that's what's really cool here. So I wasn't showing my screen, but you can see here, this is the sales letter right here. All right, let me go and see if there's any questions. Here we go, comments. All right, so let's see here. Oh yes, the coupon, there is a coupon code, okay? The coupon code is, what is it? It's either check Deb or Deb check. Try either one. Sorry about that. And doesn't have to be all caps. I think it's Deb check, but it could be check Deb. Sorry. Let's see. Do you personally sell checklists? I don't sell checklists directly on different sites. I do checklists inside of products, which is kind of the next level when it comes to doing these types of checklists. So there's more income to be made with coupling another product with the checklist because it adds value, and that's one of the benefits that I talked about earlier back when I was in the presentation, because you can add value with checklists. So there's different stages. So that's why I don't really sell checklists individually. And I'm also not in the business of like bundling checklists or resell them. I actually buy checklists from other people to resell them myself. So there's so many different stages of the content business, and then, you know, niching down to the checklist business. Okay. And you're going to actually learn that inside of this, the PDF, which I really like. You can learn about how you can monetize checklists and all the different ways that you can monetize it. Okay. Good question. Okay, we can't go over everything again. We can't go over everything again, but the replay should be up. Well, it's up next week, but I'll recap it in just a minute for you, Tanya. Rick says, does the book tell you where you can sell your checklist? Yes, it does. It covers all of that. But I'm actually thinking of doing more of like a comprehensive course about how to monetize your principles and checklists, things like that, even more. So a little bit more defined for you. Yeah, there are a ton. If you just look up templates, if you just look up checklists and you go to different marketplaces like Amazon, Etsy, you know, Google will be your guide pretty much. And you could find places where they are selling these types of checklists and printables. Okay. So you can do a little bit of research on your own, and you can also scout out the checklists that are selling better than others to get some ideas on what you can do. Coupon code is CheckDeb. There you go. All right. This coupon code will not be available for long. So on the YouTube video, it's not going to matter, but on Facebook, it is going to matter because Facebook one lives forever in the group. So the code is only good until I think Monday. All right. So that'll give you some savings there. Okay. Thanks, Margaret, for asking and testing. You're the best. Monique, if you have tons of things to create, just start doing it. You got to start doing it. And monetization and learning monetization comes a little bit later. You have to kind of learn the process, get your feet wet, and study it, watch the trainings, whatever it is you're purchasing to learn, and then that all comes along the way. Thanks, Alyssa. Alyssa says, got me the coupon too. Great. Great, Monique. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Let me go back here and just do a quick recap. So for some people who are asking, the first one is procedural. Number 2 is connective. Number 3 is discovery. Number 4 is interrogatory, and number 5 is diagnostic. So those are like, these will give you ideas of what kind of checklists you can create, but some of them kind of turn into more like workbooks and questionnaires and even products, which is the whole idea of what you want to constantly create, especially if you're if you're someone in a niche and you just want to keep putting out content. That's the name of the game. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting out content right now. That's what you do to make money, okay? Passive income with content all the way. That link again is debdrum.com/checklist profits. I will see you on the next live session. Bye-bye, Facebook.